KELOLAND celebrates Juneteenth today. How the now federally recognized holiday will impact today's celebration in Sioux Falls. Plus, the safety pitfalls of fire pits, the precautions you need to take to prevent a fiery disaster at your home. Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. The organizers of today's Juneteenth celebration in Sioux Falls see their event taking on even more historical and cultural significance now that it's an official federal holiday. Juneteenth marks the end of slavery in the U.S. and is viewed as the equivalent of Independence Day for African Americans.
Although July 4th is not necessarily the Black Freedom Day, we were not free in this country on July 4th. We still celebrate because this is still our country. Well, we as black people are still Americans. And so we expect that same celebration of freedom on our day as we celebrate July 4th.
Organizers say the federal government's recognition of Juneteenth will raise more awareness about the historical significance of this holiday. Today's celebration at Terrace Park West will also include free COVID-19 vaccinations. Sioux Falls Fire Rescue is reminding people to be careful using their fire pits during this dry summer. Investigators are blaming leftover ashes from a fire pit for causing a garage to catch fire on the west side of Sioux Falls last weekend. Firefighters say most people do a good job of making sure their fire pit is never unattended and putting out the flames when they're done, but they often miss one important step.
The most important thing with that is people want to clean up that ash in that fire pit. So what they do is they'll let it sit for a few hours, they'll touch it, it might feel cool at the top of it, but what's really going on is at the bottom it still could be hot. So people take that ash, they put it into a rubber garbage can, next thing you know their garbage can or their house is on fire.
The city requires fire pits to be at least 15 feet away from your house, garage, or deck. You also need to be careful with nearby grass and trees. All month long, KELOLAND Investigates has been digging into unsolved mysteries across our viewing area. The Sioux Falls Police Department is investigating 4 cold cases. Police say the cases are under constant review, and when new technology surfaces or a tip comes in, investigators immediately revisit the case.
The drive comes from doing what's right for the victims and the victim's family, and that's what it always comes down to.
Coming up Monday night on our KELOLAND Investigates Cold Cases special, we'll be looking into more than a dozen unsolved mysteries. That's at 8 p.m. Central Time on KELOLAND TV. Let's get your first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Brian Karstens in the Storm Center. Good morning, Brian.
All right, good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. We do have a chance of a few showers and thunderstorms today. We've had a couple of these scattered hits already this morning. 20% chance of rain today for Rapid City and Pierce. So continue to watch for that. I think better chances of some rain here tonight, East River, and then also the risk of some severe weather in northwestern Iowa. But the trade-off is, at least if we can get some rain, that's welcome. 85 Sioux Falls today, 85 also for Pierre and Aberdeen. More details on the weather coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. Well, the 605 Summer Classic takes place today in downtown Sioux Falls. The event will be held in the parking lot at Sharapa Place, offering people a chance to taste local brews with live music and games.
It's, like I said, it's more than just a beer tasting. You can come enjoy the beer, or you can have a soda and hang out and listen to music and go to food trucks. You can play Jenga. We're going to have activities. So it is a family-friendly event.
The event begins at noon with the first 50 people receiving a free 605 Summer Classic sticker. Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day, will bring people together for a day of family fun at Terrace Park in Sioux Falls. Activities start at 10 a.m. with a Freedom Walk. That's followed by opening ceremonies at 11. The celebration lasts until 4 p.m. with kids' activities, food trucks, live music, and free COVID-19 vaccinations. Admission is free. Breakfast on the Farm brings dairy to life for June Dairy Month. Families can tour the 380-cow Royalwood Dairy near Brandon and enjoy free pancakes plus Prairie Farms milk and shakes between 9 and 1. Get an inside look at loft living in downtown Sioux Falls. You can purchase passes for the self-guided loft tours at the Cascade at Falls Park from 10:30 to 3:30. The cost is $5 a person, free for children 12 and under. The tour goes from 11 to 4. You can ride for free on the downtown trolley when you show your loft tour sticker. The Mae Simpson Band is tonight's headline act for Levitt at the Falls in downtown Sioux Falls. The lawn opens at 6 with the music beginning at 6:30. Admission is free. Tonight's free moonlight movie at SIOUX Park in downtown Sioux Falls is a Goofy movie rated G. The movie begins at 9:15. Popcorn, candy, soda, and water will be available for purchase. And enjoy a night at the races at I-90 Speedway in Hartford. Gates open at 5, hot laps are at 6:30. The races start at 7. Admission is $13, $6 for students. Brian?
All right, weather for tonight and today. We're looking at an increase in cloud cover from west to east here a little bit. And again, these rain chances have sprouted a little bit this morning in western South Dakota. So we'll open the door this evening even for Sioux Falls to start to see scattered rain hits and whatever flares up on radar a little more overnight tonight. Scattered clusters of rain. That's the way we want to phrase this. So if you can find yourself in the path of some of these, there will be embedded pockets of a ½ inch of rain. But I also want to caution you that there will be many other spots that will not get to that level. This northwest flow pattern, while it gives us a shot at rain, it's the best thing we've got. It's not the best cure-all for a drought, and I'll tell you that right up front here. But we'll take what we can get, and we're certainly appreciative of anything that gets us at least into a stabilizing pattern for just a little while. And, you know, another factor to consider is this cooling wind. It's going to start tomorrow. It's going to continue on Monday. It's going to be sharply cooler for about I'd say at least a good 24 to 48 hour window here. Here's how the European model generates this rain. It starts with these numbers. West River, the general averages are under a ¼ inch. In fact, even under 0.10. But East River, we do see a few locations that pop higher. Caution. Proceed with caution. I would not necessarily gravitate toward, 7 or 8 tenths in Sioux Falls. I think that'd be great, but I would rather be a little bit under that. So we're going to play out maybe a ¼ inch or so in our official forecast. You see 80s today, 60s tonight. And also one other note is the humidity will increase a little bit in Sioux Falls tomorrow morning. It'll feel a little bit more muggy. So that's the best shot at rain in the 7-day forecast, because after that, things are cooling down. Let's go to the 7-day. 70 by Monday, 79 Tuesday. Then we're off to, 80s and 90s again. Yes, we've got another batch of heat developing, and I think it will yield 90s in Aberdeen. One thing I will add here is that by that segment of time, especially Thursday and Friday, there could be a few thunderstorms again in the region, but we're slow to input that in the forecast given the drought and the conditions thus far. Check out details online right here at KELOLAND.com.